Hey everybody, welcome back. We are live. For those of you who are new to these live Q&A sessions, just a quick reminder, we only allow subscribers of the channel to ask questions in the chat. And you have to be a subscriber for at least 5 minutes before you can ask a question. This prevents trolls from hijacking our live Q&A sessions. If you are not subscribed and you do plan on asking questions, just hit that subscribe button quickly so that we can dive into things. Now, let's see. As promised, today we are going to be diving into the GROW framework, or the fundamental growth framework. A little bit of background for those of you who don't know. What happened is essentially I started working with in my parents' offices when I was young. And then I started working with non-family owned businesses in 2009. And I noticed a pattern. Certain businesses that just grew really fast without too many hiccups and pauses and low conversions, they all had a few things in common. So I put those all into sort of like a checklist. People said it looked ugly. We turned it into a framework, which now apparently looks prettier. So we're going to dive into that now. And if you have any questions along the way, let me know. I know that some of you are tuning in from other countries, and English is not your native language. So if I start speaking too fast, just remind me to take it down a notch. All right, so let's see. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see. All right, see this? So we're going to scroll down. This is the Mola9 dashboard, for those of you who don't know. You scroll down, go home, you go here, you'll see this beautiful growth framework. So what we're going to do with this is if you click on this, it'll open the PDF. Why does that matter? The PDF is where the hyperlinks are. So we're just going to go through this, sections 1 through 6. Any questions you have, just drop them into the chat. You can also drop them. We can try dropping them into Telegram. As some of you know, I'm in the middle of 80. Yes, 80. Actually, there's like 83 grandkids, great-grandkids, and all of that right now. And when I turn my phone off of silent, I get like 500 notifications in about 4 minutes. So we could try with you guys messaging me on Telegram, but earlier today they were blowing up the channel, so we may have to just stick with YouTube. All right, but I'll keep Telegram open for now, and then if they start distracting me too much, we're gonna just stick with the YouTube chat. Okay, so the first and foremost, every startup that I've worked with where we've come in, some of you are marketers. Okay, marketers, when you come into a company, the first thing you want to do is go through the fundamental growth framework, because sometimes you'll come into a company and they're missing vital things that are in here. And it doesn't matter how amazing you are at Reddit ads, Facebook ads, PR. If they're missing things in this framework, your efficacy with what you're doing it's not going to be nearly as potent as it would be if they had all these things taken care of first. Okay, so let's see. First is install data infrastructure. Now this is data infrastructure for like startup level, not data infrastructure for like Fortune 500 data warehouse team of 3,000 people working on data infrastructure. So it's very basic. You just want to make sure, where is it? Okay. Let's see. There was a 241% increase in customer acquisition, customer retention, and customer engagement when people added in data infrastructure. So yeah, might not sound sexy, but it is 241% growth. Come on, guys. So we have Google Analytics, we have Hotjar, Mixpanel. These are all super easy to drop in. There are a few that are a little bit more advanced. If you're a marketer, these won't be that advanced for you. If you're not a marketer and you're like a startup founder who's trying to do the marketing yourself, the additional primary data sources, some of these might be a little complex for you. You may want to pull a marketing friend in, but these are the bare minimum. These 4: Google Search Console, Google Analytics, Hotjar, Mixpanel. They'll just tell you, look, your website's working. It's not working. You need to change something. This blog that you thought was going to get you a lot of sales isn't getting you any. People actually hate it. They don't even read 2 paragraphs of it. So you should change it. That's really important information. You don't want to be wasting time on marketing strategies that don't work, right? I mean, that would suck. Like you could spend an hour working on something that's going to get you 100 sales, or you could spend an hour working on something that's going to get you 0 sales. How do you know the difference between the two? It's right here. All right, next. So do we have any questions on data infrastructure? Not, we're going to move along. Okay, not seeing any questions. So let's go to next step 2. Oh, making the business scalable. So if you click in the PDF, it'll bring you here. If you're a premium Moline member, you actually can go click library. Scroll down to, where is it? Moneymaker Workbook. So that's, again, you go to the library, you scroll down, you'll see the Moneymaker Workbook. Basically, what this will do is it will take you through how to make the business scalable. So there's certain things that in every service provider business, in every business, that have to be done by people. And there are certain things that can be automated. That workbook literally just walks you through what can be automated. So you take the things that you might have been like, oh, you know what, I'll do it. It only takes an hour a week. No, automate it, because there's usually there's about 40 hours of work that could be automated every sprint or every 2 weeks. So little things that you think you don't need to automate, they really do add up. You go through that workbook, it'll guide you through how to change certain offerings that you have in a company, either your company or your client's company, so that you can have automated sales and automated sales funnel and things like that. Okay, so that's the first block, building the foundation. Next, we have to build trust. Are there any questions on building the foundation? Or can we dive into building trust? No? All right, so we're diving in. Okay. Now, with building trust, first thing, you want to add customer reviews and case studies. So with the customer reviews and case studies, I know some brilliant people who have achieved a lot. They don't have a website where they list what they've achieved. So every time I bring them to a networking event, they have to start over with their intro and explaining to people what they've achieved, how they achieved it, why they achieved it, what they're working on now. If you have achieved something, list it somewhere. This is even for you marketers. One thing that I love to do that's very easy is I take the founders, I take the founder and I give them a personal brand page like this. So this has the career highlights. With the career highlights, people can go through here and see big names, when I worked with them, what I did. You want to just have something that shows there's a track record of success, that it builds trust. Do you have any questions on that, or can we jump on to the next one? Oh, let's see. So if you're wondering how to get those reviews, you've worked with people, they were happy with you, but they didn't leave you a review. These are 2 ways, 2 examples. So of things that you could offer in order to secure free reviews. Another one that we have, let's see, I think it's right here, free gift for happy reviews. So you can see what we're offering right now, offers that have worked in the past. But you want to have at least 3 reviews, the more the better. I've had happy reviews turn into an entire customer acquisition channel all on their own. They're like an entire beautiful marketing strategy. Next, complete the core content for conversions checklist. So this is another website checklist. Again, it just lists out, these are the things that a trustworthy company, a real company will have on their site. Like 20, 30 years ago, you didn't need to have all this. 20, 30 years ago, there weren't as many con artists and scams online. So this is less about you needing this because you might be thinking, oh, but I gave them enough information. Unfortunately, this list is not about you. It's not about me. It's about them being able to understand, hey, this is a real business. This isn't a scam. If you are a scammer, please don't copy this list. It'll be annoying for me to create a new one. Just kidding. Okay, so legal information, careers, contact information, affiliate applications, social icons, a brief history of how your company helps customers, testimonials, one clear call to action, not 15. This is for you, for your own business. It's also for your clients' businesses. There should be one entry product. If they have 10 entry products, there should be one basic landing page, and every entry product should have its own landing page that ads are driving hyper-targeted groups to that entry product. But you should have one core entry product on your landing page. All right, but you can kind of see, go through this whole list. That's the crucial website content. Next is the FAQ. Any questions on this? You guys don't have a lot of questions. You just want me to keep talking. Okay. Oh, okay. It's going slow if I share my screen. Got it. All right. I will talk. I hope you guys all have this open in front of you. Let me share the link in the chat so that you can open it in front of you, and we'll go that way instead. Am I lagging now? Andy's always tell me. Okay, you guys said I'm not. So here we go. We have structure. Build the, refine the business to be scalable. Allow for automated sales. I know some of you in sales are like, think that's terrifying, but come on, you got this. You have customer reviews, core content for conversions, FAQ. With the FAQ, anytime somebody asks you a question, you're like, other people probably have this question, drop it in there. But I will also just share the link with you right now to how I build out FAQs quickly. Because like you, we don't, if you're a marketer, you don't have the luxury of time. You're being paid per project with clients. So you want to get things done quickly. You want to get deliverables done quickly. This is how I jump into any company across 27 industries, through every continent except Antarctica. And this is how I build out their FAQ. I don't have to know about their industry. I just have to know where to find the questions that people in their industry or shopping in their industry. I have to know where to find those questions and just bring them to this company's website. If you're in financial services, pharmaceutical, medical, defense, anything that's regulated, before you drop the answers into the FAQ on that company's website, you want to run it by their general counsel or their lawyer just to double check that everything is in compliance. Based on local laws. So if I'm working with a company in the Middle East, I'm using lawyers in the Middle East that know the law of that local area. You don't want your clients to get sued, then they'll not be happy with you, and you might be sued as well. So let's avoid that drama. Okay, next is adding a lead magnet. Who does not know what a lead magnet is? Anyone? No. Okay, we're gonna assume everyone knows what it is, and there we go. Now, the lead magnet is also in the library. Drop the link in here. So if you go to the library and you scroll down, you will have a lead magnet checklist. For those of you who are advanced marketers, you probably don't need a lot of hand-holding. You'll just want to see what I have on my checklist that you don't currently have on yours. Check it off. Then you also have the how to create a high converting lead magnet workbook. For those of you who need a little bit more guidance, This walks you through exactly how to create a high converting lead magnet. I would recommend every site needs to have something that they're offering. Doesn't matter if it's a webinar, if it's a PDF, a white paper, there has to be something that you're giving people in order to get their email, in order to start the conversation with them. Think about marketing like dating. If you ask them to buy something on the first date, that's like asking them to marry you on the first date. It's super awkward. I've had that happen a few times. I bet some of you have had that happen a few times. It's so awkward. Now, if you give them a lead magnet, that's like saying, hey, let's go grab a coffee. Let's go grab dinner. Let's do something casual, non-committal, see if we even like each other. So that's what the lead magnet is. You don't want to miss out. You definitely want to have a lead magnet on your site and on your clients' sites, just to kind of kick off the relationship, to get people interested, see if this is something that they want to consider. Some people are like, oh, my website gets no conversions. And I look, there's no lead magnet. And they're asking people to buy like a $10,000 package. It's like, that's insane. Nobody that like doesn't know you beforehand is going to do that. Okay, so give them a first date. Make it easy for you. Do not give them too much on the first date. You don't want to give someone on the first date a house. So you don't want to give them, like, I was talking to someone this week and they give $1,200 worth of software for free as the lead magnet. And I was like, that's not a lead magnet. That's you stabbing yourself, literally cutting off your hands and both your feet probably. A lead magnet should be something that gives them a sample of what it's like to work with you. Okay. Next, do we have any questions? Keep going. Okay. So the next thing is holiday promos. This should be done. You sit down, go through the holiday promos for that local area. Look at what competitors are doing for their holiday promos. Put together the promo calendar. Those things should be automated, so you don't even have to think about it. You set it, you forget it, you move on. You want to, if you're going to have sales, don't just do a sale like, oh crap, we need money, let's have a sale right now. You want to have your sales line up with when people are getting paid. So when we doubled sales for the app for Apple, one of the things I did is I looked at when people got paid in that area, and I had our promotions happen the day before they got paid and the day they got paid. So the day before they got paid, they go into the store, they're thinking about what nice thing they're going to buy themselves. And it was like, hey, by the way, did you see what we have over here? Like, doesn't this look nice? So it's planted the seed in their mind. Guess what happened the next day? They came in again. We saw the same promo. Hey, did you forget about me? Because this is still here and it's awesome. And it was just simple little things like that that can really make a huge difference for companies. Okay, next, adding chat support. So for those of you just hopping in, we're going through the fundamental growth framework. It's the first link in the chat. And we already went through the build the foundation, build trust. Now we're into nurturing traffic. Okay, so with chat support, what you're going to be doing there, you don't need to necessarily have somebody active on chat support. You can actually get some very easy automated tools that just give like a chat flow. So when someone comes to your website for the first time, if you have a website that has a lot of information, you can use a chat bot to help people navigate and find the information they're looking for. This isn't something that'll be done in an hour. It is like a very strategic, like brain crunching thing. Depending on the business, it could take you between 1 and 3 days to come up with a really good chat flow that takes new customers in and guides them to the resources they need. You'll definitely want data from the data infrastructure you set up in order to help you determine what people are looking for when they come to that type of that company's website. And then with chat support, if your chat tree of like guiding people to find FAQ or pricing or things like that, if it doesn't give them what they want, then you should allow them to be able to send an email at the end or make a phone call. Okay, next. We're 20 minutes in and there are no questions. Come on, guys. Okay, a bunch of know-it-alls, or you guys are afraid to ask questions. I don't know which one it is, but that's fine. All right. We're going to look at increasing traffic next. Okay. So you have 6 parts for increasing traffic. The first is join a strategic partnership program. As some of you know, Molo9 is currently on AppSumo with one of our offers. We have other offers that were created for other strategic partners. So last year we did a mastermind. Oh, Phyllis just asked, I missed the first document you pulled up in the library. I can't seem to find it. Oh, Moneymaker. Okay, so go to library. Okay, I know some of you are streaming in from places where the internet is patchy. So bear with me a second. I'm going to share my screen, which is a very high, it takes a high concentration from the internet. So we might be laggy for a second, but I just need to show Phyllis this on the screen really quick, and then I'll drop the screen back off. Okay, so do you see where I hover over library? See how it turns blue? You're going to click on that. And it's going to bring up this page. You're going to scroll down. You'll see the checklists. Checklists, see how it says marketing experience level, advanced? Those of you who have been in the marketing space for like 5, 10, 15 years, you'll look at the checklist and be like, oh yeah, I should have added that. Or, oh yeah, I should do that. That's what the checklists are for, kind of just to show you at a high level what I do. Now, if you are new to marketing, the checklists are probably going to look like French to you. That's normal. There's nothing wrong with you. You are new to this space. Allow yourself to learn. Then we have the workbooks. So with the workbooks, this is intermediate. Some of you will be able to look at this based on whatever marketing material you've been studying, and you'll be able to follow through the workbook. So you scroll down. Here's the Moneymaker workbook. You can download it, and then this will walk you through how I take, this actually walks you through the ideation phase and everything. So it walks you through how we go from taking somebody who's talented, who wants to start a business, all the way to coming up with their first offer for their business. Okay, yep, so you got this is the Moneymaker workbook. It has 3 phases. Phase 1, if you already have a business, you can skip that. You're welcome. Phase 2 is, this takes you through the, can I automate sales? Can I do this? How's there reoccurring revenue? How can I bake recurring revenue in? Here are examples of how to bake recurring revenue in. So phase 2 is where you want to look if you're looking to refine the business model. And then phase 3 is just taking you through that framework, the framework that we're discussing now. All right, so now I'm going to stop sharing my screen. All right, next. Join a strategic partnership program. Okay, those are huge. If you are not good at sales and you own a business, you're going to need to learn sales. Sorry, you're just going to need to. The secret to sales actually isn't going in and trying to force people to agree with you. It's going in and asking questions to see how you can help people. If you start with that mindset and then try to learn sales, you'll have a much easier time than people who think they just go in and browbeat people. That's not sales, that's being obnoxious. Okay, so anyways, join strategic partnership programs. Once you get better at sales, and then you'll be able to handle more of your own sales. Strategic partnership programs are amazing in the beginning. Some people are like, but I don't want to share 50%, or I don't want to share 30% or 10% or whatever it is. It is better, as I was talking with people from AppSumo, and they were like, you should be back on AppSumo. And I was like, but you guys like kill our profit margins and you take such a high percentage. They're like, but you're working on a book, you're traveling, promoting this book, so your sales are very low right now because we're not managing your sales for you. It's like, yeah, that's a fair point. Okay, fine. So that's how we got to Molo9 back onto AppSumo. You have strategic partners who will be able to leverage and offer your products to different groups. And so don't look at, it's better to take a small slice of a big pie than to take the whole pie and have it not even be something that's worth eating. So that's how you should kind of frame your worldview when you're walking into a strategic partnership negotiations. And I would look at 6 to 10 programs before you pick one that you want to work with. What's next? Oh, next you want to rank number 1 for your company name. So while you're shopping for strategic partnerships, you also want to be working. Those are going to be back and forth emails, back and forth phone calls. While you're doing that, you want to be working to rank number 1 for your company name. The FAQ and the other things that we did in the build trust section, the pink box, those should get you ranking pretty high for your name. Usually the FAQ gets people into the top 3 to 5 for their business name, if you follow that exact process that I used. But if you're still not ranking number 1 for your company name, you can click that square. Here, I'll share the link. This takes you to the Molo9 marketing brain, which is going to spit things out based on what you put in your company profile. So if you have to go here and put your company data in order to see results there with the marketing brain. But if you are new to marketing, there is a marketing playbook. Okay, where is it? Okay, it is over here. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, there it is. Okay, so if you're completely new to marketing and you need more hand-holding than the Molo9 marketing brain, the Molo9 marketing brain was made for, that's what I use. So I go into that when I'm working with a client because it reminds me quickly of what I need to do. For some of you who have like a little bit of marketing background or knowledge, that's enough for you. If that's not enough for you and you need more hand-holding or you need to walk through an actual playbook, this is another option that you have. It's the entire marketing toolkit. This takes you through the 5 playbooks that I use when I first start working with a startup. So first we go through the fundamental growth framework, which we're doing now. Then I'd go through an SEO playbook, branding playbook, content marketing, customer data. But with each of those playbooks, I'm building out that company's marketing team using that playbook, or I'm building out their automations for their company using those playbooks. So that's what those playbooks will teach you how to do, is like, okay, this needs to be done SEO wise. You can do it for them as their marketer, or you can bring these types of people in, and these are the checklists that they have to cross off in order to do it. If you are in, like I'm in the US right now, a lot of times what I will do is I'll come in as a fractional CMO and I have them get employees from the Philippines or from Nigeria or from these countries where it's only a few $100 a month. So instead of paying for like $80,000 a year for an SEO specialist, they're paying 8,000, 9,600 a year, because 800 a month. So they're paying almost 10%. Yeah. So instead of paying $80,000 for the salary for one SEO professional, they're paying 9,600 for the salary of an SEO professional abroad. Anyways, that's like a complete side note. We can go back to this unless you want me to cover more on the entire marketing toolkit. We can go back to the SEO or the Grow framework. Yes, cool. Okay. Next thing for increasing traffic is to join directories. Again, this is something you just do it quick, cross it off the checklist. If you click that button or that post-it note, how we have it designed, it'll take you to this list. It's a bunch of places where you can drop in your site in order to get an easy backlink. There are entire like in-depth, serious backlink building strategies you can do. It requires a very advanced level of marketing knowledge. So we won't dive into it today because I promised today we would keep it a little bit on the beginner side with things. But joining directories is the easy like first step in building your company's website's backlink profile. Okay, coupon sites is another thing. You have that. And then, I mean, that one's pretty straightforward. I don't think I need to send you guys a link for that. If you want it, you do have, you can just click that link in the Grow Framework yourself. Next is getting PR coverage. Okay, so this like completely, this like really annoys me. Is people will say, oh my gosh, I'm $2,000, I'll get you PR coverage. You can get it yourself for free. And you can get better PR coverage for yourself for free using this exact process right here. There is a point where you will want to be on retainer with a big PR firm for like 12 to 30,000 per month. But at the beginning, what's going to happen when you're trying to pitch to get on the cover of Forbes or Fortune or Inc. or one of those is they're going to look at the other PR coverage you have. And if you have nothing, you're a very high risk bet. So the journalist is not going to want to cover you. They're going to want to cover somebody that they can find stuff on. So you have to build out, just go on a few podcasts to start out with. Try to, for Molo9, the two biggest things that we did to get to more, almost 3,000 marketers in 59 countries. That's a huge reach for a startup with like, that's bootstrapped with zero marketing budget. All I did was podcasts, one podcast a month, and AppSumo. Like those were the two things. And between those two, we got almost 3,000 customers. So you can do that. What I would recommend, I'm like a firm believer in podcasts being a great way to build your following and to establish trust. You can go to 9x90. If you have a rapid growing startup, we could put you on there. There are, let's see, there are lots of other podcasts as well. If you go here, you will get, that will give you the instructions on how to get PR coverage. Okay, for increasing traffic, there are more strategies. You can get them in Molo9 Marketing Brain, right there. Okay, next, advocacy. I'm sitting down, my knee hurts, and I've been standing for half an hour with you guys, right? Half an hour. Feel loved. Oh my God, now I'm sitting. Okay, so, 1 second. Fix this. There we go. Now I'm nice and light for you guys. All right. Next we have advocacy. Okay. So everyone's in the green box, advocacy. Should I be printing this off and holding it up? I could do it. Did not think we'd have lagged internet's problems, so did not print this off. Okay. With advocacy, you have the affiliate program. You have offers for happy reviews, or you offer freebies for happy reviews, and then you have a whole list that you can go through in the Molo9 Marketing Brain. So with advocacy, let's see. Do you have the affiliate program? It's here. Any questions on the affiliate program? Offering happy reviews. We kind of already dove into that earlier with the trust building. It's the same exact set of instructions. There we go. Yay, we're here. Advocacy. Got it. Cool. So, sorry, you have the affiliate program. And offering freebies for happy reviews. Those are the two that I would absolutely start with. Just putting the affiliate program, even if it's just like a waitlist sign up, on your site is definitely something that you want to add in the beginning. You might apply to strategic partnership programs and get turned away. And then you put an affiliate button on your site and people are joining that. But with the strategic partnership programs, you really have to, your first few might be a little rough. That's fine. You're going to have to get good at negotiations. There's a few really good books on negotiation strategies. Like I had somebody trying to give me a really bad setup the other day. What is it called? This one. Okay. This is a really good book. I'm sending you to the US Amazon store. You can hop in somewhere else maybe as well. And then this, I think, is the other one. No, that's not it. I think it's called 50 Scientifically Proven Ways to Be Persuasive. Yes. Okay. This is the other one. With your strategic partnerships and your, oh, it's not letting me send that. Why not? Okay. So with your strategic partnerships programs, some of them will be clear and straightforward and they'll say, this is what we offer. And some of them will be you actually speaking with somebody. These are 2 books. If you have time to jump into them, I would consider reading both of these, even if you're just playing it passively in the background while you're driving around. I would listen to both of these before you try to negotiate with strategic partners, or just be prepped to not get the best deal until you've built up your negotiating skills. With the affiliate program, you kind of set the terms. It's called a contract of adhesion. So it's either a yes or a no. So basically they can either take everything in the terms or they can't take anything. So for example, with our affiliate program, it's 20% recurring lifetime. From time to time, we'll have affiliates say, hey, could you add something like this so that my 20% is closer to this number instead of at this number? And if it makes sense for us based on their reach and their projections of how many people they can sell it to and how much it'll cost us to build it, then we build it. It's an easy win-win. And sometimes with affiliates, you'll have affiliates who they say, hey, I want to join your affiliate program, but I want 30% instead of 20%. And then you just have to look at it. It's like, okay, well, they're bringing in a lot of like big sales to us. And for us to get those same sales, it would cost us a lot more. So then you can say, okay, this is obviously a win-win. You can increase specific accounts. I would not just blindly increase everyone's account. And the reason for that is with your affiliate programs, every time you have to decrease the amount that you're paying your affiliates, you run the risk of them going in and promoting your competitor instead. So you don't want to put the affiliate fees or commissions so high that you have no choice but to decrease it when your company needs operating revenue. Does that make sense? Let me know if it doesn't make sense in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that does make sense because most marketers are very financially aware. Okay. After that, we are at minute 38. And I was late at a soccer game last night, so I'm tired. We are here with the last section. So this is just get help. This is all the ways that you can get help. We have the Facebook group. We have these live Q&As. FAQ, you can email the team. There's a course below. For those of you who do not have the Molo 9 deal, it's on AppSumo right now. For those of you who do have the Molo 9 deal, this course is not included in it, but if you leave us happy reviews on 5 sites, any 5 sites that allow happy reviews, then we'll give you 100 off that course. That course is for people who are it was written for non-marketers who are completely new to marketing and want to do their own marketing. So a lot of salespeople and first-time startup founders go through that course. We say that you go from startup idea to 10,000, but everything in that toolkit is actually, it's exactly what I use to bring one startup to $21,000 in 9 weeks. We brought another company to 68,000 in a few months using the processes in there. Brought another company to 13 million in sales in a year using the processes in there. We picked 10,000 because we know that's a really low threshold number that you can easily beat following those processes. And if you have any questions, you always have live Q&As, you have Telegram, you have the Facebook group, you have our email. If there are no other questions, I'm going to leave you guys to it. You can dive into the growth framework yourselves, and I will see you back online in a couple weeks. I think we're going to be diving into copywriting strategies and whatnot. So any other questions? I'll drink water while you think if you have questions. Okay, I'm guessing that's a no. So thank you guys. It's amazing seeing you all. I will see you back online. Hugs, kisses, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, amazing weekend, amazing summer for those of you already traveling for summer vacation.